So we're on new fields today. You can see people are starting to pour over the hills. This whole field here and all those fields, everything you can see over there is part of the hunt. And you can see people on some of the far hills already. So we're up to the maximum land available today, and I don't know how many thousands of acres. Thousands of acres, but there's a bunch. I'm headed right down. There's a couple little humps down there near that road. That's where I want to go. Maybe down that slope. Might follow Steve, but I might not. We'll see in a bit. I've been here about 15-20 minutes. Kind of worked down from the hill up there. Dug a couple of fired 30 caliber bullets, and got a couple cartridges, and I got my first button, which I believe is a tomback. Little tomback button right here. Shank's missing, but that's a good sign. That means I found something today. I just found a chunk of lead, but it's not an ordinary chunk of lead. This is what's called a pot mend. You can see there's a flat side there and a flat side there, and got like a groove going around the middle. And these are things that they would make in the olden days, like back in the medieval era, when they were mending pots. This is lead that, like if a pot had a hole in it, they would put lead in the hole and then kind of mush it down on the inside and outside so that it wouldn't leak. Now when you find these, you find hammered. At least that's been my experience in the past. So I'm going to kind of hunker down right on this little knoll right here and see if we can get a nice hammered coin. So Steve Moore just popped by and he said he found a Roman coin coming down the hill. And I just found my first, I believe it's going to be a coin, but it's not a hammered coin. I suspect that's a coin. But it could be some type of token, I suppose. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time messing with it. Yeah, okay, that's just some type of coin. We'll clean it up a little bit later. I want to keep moving since it's early. I just dug a nice little part or piece of an early buckle. Might have been like a little spectacle buckle, I guess. Another copper. It's got an interesting little brass piece. There's some holes in it there. It looks like it might have been inlaid with something, maybe. I don't know how old that is. Older than me for sure. That's all I can say so far this early in the morning.
Little Roman there.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, may I?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
No, oh, that's a nice one.
And
you can actually see what it is, you know?
Yeah, that's what the guy at the marshal said, Dave, in the shed will tell you. And that's a worn Lizzie. You can see the shield on it.
Oh, nice little...
There's a shield on it somewhere. You can see it, catch it. So, I got nothing.
Sweet, nice.
The first 2 days, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're doing it today, huh?
Yeah. And a nice little button there, little pewter button.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The shank on. Aye.
Man, you're doing all right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You going to tell me the secret spot over here?
Well, anywhere.
Anywhere
just
over
gotta walk
here.
over there.
That's for sure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Hey, look at a little flat button. I've been digging a ton of rifle casings, 30 caliber rifle casings, and fired full metal jacket bullets. The field's loaded with them. Not many other signals, just a little bit of aluminum and stuff, but not much iron at all. But hopefully we'll get on a nice patch of iron that's loaded with Roman coins here soon. Oh yeah, that's a Roman,
yeah.
Fibula?
Yeah, just a tip missing off that.
You say that was in the field across the road?
Yeah, ploughed field.
That's where we spent all morning.
Field over there.
Yeah, I was over there all morning looking for that thing. Awesome, man! Congratulations.
And there's something else with a bit of silver.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a little thin thing.
I'm not really sure.
No, one in the middle.
I think he's got a bit of a stud on it,
Yeah,
so it could be off.
That could be Roman. I mean, that little
that one.
penny thing, or
he's a bit crusty.
Okay.
That one.
That's just the copper.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, dude!
Cheers,
That's awesome, man.
Right.
That's good. Yeah.
Cool.
See, there's stuff out here.
There is stuff out here. Yeah.
Still bebopping around, finding a lot of fired cartridges, bullets and cartridges. So I know there's targets here. So I'm just not running over the good ones. Just found this curious little rock though that I thought was interesting. I haven't seen many like these out here, but it's kind of that roundish look on there, and you flip it over and it's got a little bit of a dish. It's very smooth right here. It's got a little bit of a dish in it, so I'm wondering if this is some type of stone tool. I don't know. I mean, it could very well be. So they use all kinds of different stone tools for, that's got to be, because I mean, it's just, they must have used this for a thumb, because as your thumb fits in there just perfect. So maybe it was a little whacker, a little tally whacker, or something. I'm going to keep it though, because I suspect it's probably some type of tool. Just found a giant piece of melted lead down about a foot there, and what that tells us is that someone was out in this field, or forest, it could have been forest at the time, melting a bunch of lead. So again, that's a good sign. But somewhere on this hillside, apparently they have been finding some Roman coins, so that could be related to that. Oh man, that's a beautiful signal too. There you go. Well, we're about halfway through the day. I haven't found anything great yet, just been finding mostly coppers and buttons and stuff like that. I've been moving around a good bit. That's the field right there is where I started, and I went through 2 other big fields. Saw some nice stuff, and hopefully you'll see little video clips. To take a break here in the fence row or hedgerow by the old badger den. That's an old one, luckily, so he's not going to come out and get me like a stinking beaver. I'm just gonna get out of these nettles that I actually walk through, and my arms are stinging like crazy, and sit in the shade for about half an hour, or well, 5 minutes, and then we're gonna hit another field right behind me uphill, where I heard some nice coins came out of this morning, including a gold Celtic stater. So let's take a break right there. So I had a little rest in the hedgerow, which is the trees right there in the foreground. You see the people way over on that hill. That's the field we just came from. And we're also in that field, that light colored field that goes up into like a triangular shape. We hunted that, and then we started over there where those people are over by the trees. That's where we started this morning. We're going to hunt this field now, and maybe drop down the other side, and some more fields. We go all the way to the valley, this property does. It looks like a person with a backpack, that big tree over there, way on the horizon. It's like an ant with a backpack. Got my first little find in the field, which is nice. Well, it's not like a great find, but it's something. It's probably not terribly old, might be a few centuries, but I don't think it's too much older than that. But yeah, there were people up here this morning. There's nobody around now. There's not too many holes. Hopefully we'll be able to find a nice little spot with some staters up in here, some like little gold coins. But don't hold your breath. Let's get back to it. Still working the top of this big flat field all by myself, and I found this, and I thought, ooh, I maybe got a Roman, but it's not. Tomback button, but at least it's a button. It's better than a well, sharp stick in the eye. Well, I think I have my first oldish thing of the day. I'm almost all the way down to the end of this big field. I think there's one other guy down there now. I got a nice little signal here, and I dug it up, and it's this little piece of, I guess it's bronze. I don't really know what it's part of, but you can see it's got a hole in it that is a little bit ovalish. It's incised going around the top. I don't know if that's broken right there, but perhaps, or there even. But I suspect that's some type of bronze decoration or tool or something. I just don't recognize what it is. But I do believe it's old, so we're gonna hunker down and look around this area. Maybe there was a little home site or a hovel or something here at one time. We're gonna find out. Well, I don't know if we'll find out, but we're gonna look for more relics. Over in there is where I found a little piece of bronze, and I've been kind of going back and forth following the iron. It seems to be picking up down here a little bit, and right there I just dug this, which I think is going to be a coin. It might actually be a little Roman coin. Wee one. Oh yeah, look at that. So we got our first old coin today. I don't remember anything about these coins though. But the nice thing is that it's you can see what it is. Drink your Ovaltine. What I like to do with these coins Once they dry out a little bit, which is that's already kind of dry, just rub them. I don't like to put water on these either. Just rub it with your finger. It kind of brings out the detail. So yeah, it looks like a monkey sitting on a harp or something. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Nice little coin though. I would say that's going to be a little Roman. So a little bronze thing I found might have been a little Roman artifact as well. So we'll just keep concentrating in here. Just keep circling around, following the iron. Of course, they used a lot of iron, and it's all rusted. All the stuff they use is rusted and falling apart. So there'd be little bits and bops of iron. Wherever the house was sitting, or the villa, or whatever was here, that's where you usually find most of your artifacts. So let's chase some iron. At least we got a Roman. First old coin since we got here. Well, that's only been, I guess this is the third day. Still not bad. So I'm still out here detecting, and we have hours to go yet on the hunt, and just like no one around anymore. You feel behind me, I don't see anyone up there, and that's where I found the Roman coin. This field is like no one in this field. That field, there's no one in that field. And I saw one person way over there. It's the only person I can see on this hunt right now in all these fields. Feels wonderful. Now I'm going to start finding stuff. Well, I found the boys. They're over there. I don't know what they're doing. They got something like fenced off, and they're digging, so it ought to be interesting. We're going to check them out. This like I'm way across the other end of the property. But first, I want to show you something neat. Look at this. This is a very fresh badger hole. See how he's digging out all these big rocks with those giant claws. We might have to go running in a minute. Very, very fresh hole. There's probably a big old badger down in there right now listening to us. I can't believe they can dig right through this rock stuff. They just rip that stuff out of there. Badger, badger, badger. Snake! Let's go see what the boys are up to. I met with the Garrett guys and the boys over there, and they're doing some giveaway type stuff. Now they already took off, and we're gonna hunt. We have another 2.5 hours or so, so I'm gonna keep at it. Got a nice big signal. Oh, I dug a little copper coin up there too. Don't know how old, but it's really worn. But I got a nice big copper coin here. Haven't looked at it yet, but we will together. Wow, that's one of the biggest coins I've found. It's huge. So yeah, it's a nice big copper coin. I'll take it. Man, oh man, I thought I had a big old silver coin, but it ain't. Looks like one from here though. How about from there? Yeah, so nice and shiny. Looks like silver, but when you flip her over, it's coppery back with a shank spot right there where the shank was attached. So that's just a big old silvered flat button. Oh, gave Chig a little bit of a heart murmur there. Not quite a heart attack, but a little bit of a murmur. Dug a little flat button. Little cutie. So we're doing all right. Well, guys, I guess we're going to have to call it a day. I'm within sight of the camp. There's a couple more people in the field. And I'll work my way down toward there and dig a little bit more, but I don't know if I'll have the energy to get the camera back out. So I'm just going to sign off now. Look down in the camping area. You can see that whole field down there was just full of vehicles, and it's mostly cleared out. So I guess most people left already. I think it closes down in about an hour officially. So I hope you enjoyed this little adventure at the Rodney Cook Memorial Rally here in the UK. Had a lot of fun, found a few things, and made some nice friends, and saw some good old friends too. We'll see you on the next one, I hope. Cheers.
Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets, she's promised.